Hi, everyone. I'm David,
And I'm Rhonda.
and welcome to a new episode of Essential Marketing, where our mission is to provide helpful tips and tricks to anybody who's interested in marketing. Today, we are going to be talking about a huge problem that a lot of businesses are having, a lot of our customers are having some issues with, and that's finding good people, recruiting. So, Rhonda manages our social media, has been doing a phenomenal job. Usually, she's busy.
Usually I've been doing a good job.
usually, usually she's busy marketing products and services, but because there's such a problem right now of finding people, we've been doing more and more on social media to help businesses recruit and find good people. So Rhonda, maybe let's start with why would a business even consider using something like Snapchat for recruiting?
Right. So the thing with recruiting on social media in general is that social media is great for creating a demand. So in the kind of intersection of recruiting and marketing, which you'll touch on in a second. So we're kind of creating that demand for this position that this company is recruiting for. So, they're not going to go to somewhere like LinkedIn or Indeed because they're just not, thinking of that. But if this job is presented to them in their social media feed that they're already looking at, then that creates the demand, and then they're able to, follow that post and find out more information.
Exactly. And so most of the time when people are thinking of recruiting, well, they're thinking about sort of this section over here. It's the Indeeds, it's Craigslist, it's all these different platforms. Well, it's great to kind of pull people in that are already searching for exactly the job that you have to offer. But where we're focusing on is sort of this intersection here. And this is, how can we push out our message, inform people that this job even exists, right, and maybe open up their eyes to new opportunities, right? And so social media can be a great platform for that.
Exactly.
So we've ran some tests recently and are still running some tests. So let's maybe talk first about the Snapchat test. And before we do that, Rhonda, for everybody, I'm going to pull up what one of these example ads looks like for you to see. And so as we're playing this, Rhonda, maybe you can explain what was the purpose of this ad?
Right. So this client that we created this ad for is a plumber who's hiring for this position, which is a plumber apprentice. It's entry level, and so they're looking really for people who are maybe just out of high school or early 20s, so not a lot of experience. So for that age demographic, we know that Snapchat is a really big platform. So that's why we chose that platform for this. And you can see in the ad that there's a little animation, and then there's the call to action at the bottom. So then they can swipe up on that if they want to learn more. And then we really just have a very simple form because, of course, we don't want to take up too much of their time because we're not going to get any responses if it takes too long. So we just collect an email and a phone number, and that generates a list of leads that we can use for recruiting.
That's right. And it really is a balance. It's we have to really think through what is a person doing and what environment are they in, because we want to attract people who they're serious about it, right? But at the same time, if we're using Snapchat, well, the person is busy trying to connect with friends, and so we felt like this would be a great platform to try it out because a lot of people, they don't realize that plumbers make a ton of money. Like, it is a well-paying job. And then in this particular case, our customer is willing to pay for their training. So you're getting paid for training, and that's for a job that could yield upwards of $180,000. And so on Snapchat, we call it a 1-2 punch of, let's first get their contact information, make sure that, that they're interested, and then follow up with a more formal application process and ask them to fill out the application, because we don't want to have to weed through a whole bunch of garbage either. Right. And so that's sort of the process. So far, the Snapchat results are still underway, so it's too early to share the exact results. But we already have some other tests underway as well, I think, on Facebook. Is that right?
Yeah, so we posted essentially the same ad on Facebook, just optimized the size for a little bit better user experience. But yeah, we posted it on the Facebook, and we've also been experimenting with sharing that ad into groups, because we know on Facebook groups are huge for building traction.
And we know that there's plenty of moms on Facebook group, and they'll be like, Johnny, you need to apply for this. Or even better, mom is gonna apply on behalf of Johnny, you know?
Or on behalf of herself, you know.
Who knows? $180,000, hey, we might become plumbers ourselves. So all that being said, is our encouragement to you is, with recruiting, think of different tactics to be able to push your message out, especially if you have something that is so lucrative, and social media could be a great platform for that. If you need any help with that, give us a call, send us an email. We would love to assist you with that. And if this was helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We would love to see you guys in the future. Take care. Bye.